Hey world, Ruth Tilsick, author, and I'm back. Oh my God, I miss you guys so much. I have been literally living my life as the girl. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Help me please. Episode 8. Here we are. Tonight's topic is CVA, forgiveness, and all that matters. So you're probably saying, what's going on with that, Ruth? Okay, CVA. As we all know, cerebral vascular accident, also known as a stroke. Alrighty. Since the last time you guys have seen me, I've been dealing with a family member who pretty much kind of sort of is going through this right now. I can't mention any names because they have I get it. And it has been challenging, but I am ever so grateful that I am in the position, or I have the knowledge from being the girl, to know what the expectation level is and what I have to deal with while I'm going through this with my family member. Okay. So you say, CVA, what is it? Well, it's a cerebral vascular accident. It's a brain attack. You get a heart attack, you get a brain attack. It's an interruption in the flow of blood to cells in your brain. Okay. CVA, cardiovascular accident, medical term for a stroke. Okay, so you say, what's a stroke? Same thing. Stroke is when blood flow to a part of your brain is stopped by a blockage or a rupture of a blood vessel. Okay, if you or a loved one is going through this, and I'll let you know the signs and symptoms as we move along with this. 911, seek medical attention as soon as possible, because the sooner you get there, the sooner you can get the medication to relieve some of your symptoms. Not all of your symptoms, but a lot of things that can lead to other serious things, or maybe something serious that could come down to be something a little bit easier to deal with. Okay? The more quickly you act, faster you can get treatment. Okay. I'm not saying this works in all situations out there. I'm just an old woman giving out practical advice. Okay. Did you know that if the stroke is left, or the cerebral vascular accident is left untreated for too long, it results in permanent brain injury? There are two types of stroke. You have ischemic, which is caused by a blockage, or a blockage of a blood vessel. Or you also have what they call a hemorrhagic stroke, which is caused by the rupture of a blood vessel. Both deprive the brain of blood and oxygen, and cells will die. Okay, an ischemic stroke is basically the most common type of stroke. It's the most common type of stroke. Two ways that these things happen. Okay, you have an embolic and you have a thrombotic. Okay, embolic is when a clot forms somewhere in your body, and it gets lodged in the blood vessel in the brain. A thrombotic is when the clot forms in the blood vessel within the brain. Okay. Hemorrhagic strokes. Hemorrhagic strokes occur when blood vessels rupture or hemorrhages, and it prevents blood from getting to a part of the brain. Symptoms of a cerebral vascular accident or stroke, and how to recognize the symptoms: difficulty walking, dizziness, loss of balance and coordination, difficulty speaking or understanding others. I mean, not saying that some of us don't have that problem with some of our loved ones out there, but it's a different kind. It's not a horse. It's a zebra. Okay. You have a hard time understanding others. Speech is slurred. Speech is different. It's just something that's just off. Just a little bit different from the norm. Like, okay, I just seen you last week and you were like all bubbly and now like I can't understand you. Just something different about you. What's going on? Okay. Difficulty speaking or understanding others. You may have numbness or paralysis on the face, leg, or arm, or on one side of the body. Blurred vision, darkened vision. Sudden headache. You know, if you're usually not prone to getting headaches, and then all of a sudden, from what I've always heard people say, it is like the worst headache you can ever imagine. It's like your worst headache times 1,000. Okay? The worst. The absolute worst. The worst. It could be accompanied by nausea, vomiting, and dizziness. The headache. Okay? Not to be confused with the other type of nausea, vomiting that comes with the heart attack. That's another topic on another episode. But remember this. Symptoms of a cerebral vascular accident or a stroke can vary depending on the individual and where in the brain it happened. Did it happen up in the front? Did it happen in the back? Did it happen on the left side? Did it happen on the right side of your body? Because each of these areas control different parts of movement, coordination, memory, and that type situation. Okay, the acronym that you need to remember in the event that you or someone that you know is or a family member is having a stroke is FAST. Fast. Face, is it drooping? Is the arm numb or is it drooping? Speech, is it slurred? Is it clear? Can you not understand this person? Are they drooling in the speech? And time. The longer you take to get help, the worse the situation can be. The sooner you get help, things could go just a little bit easier. Not completely, just a little bit easier, because each situation is different for each individual that is going through this type of incident out there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going through it, y'all. I am going through it out here. I'm not going to lie. Boy, I tell you. Long-term effects from stroke or a cerebral vascular accident. It's all dependent on the type of stroke, damage done from the stroke, how quickly you received treatment, and your overall health before this happened. Were you active? Were you taking medications for other things? Did you have pre-existing conditions? Did you live a healthy life? Things that you can do to prevent a stroke. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but at least there's some things you could put in place to kind of sort of stave it off, okay? You can have regular visits to see your primary health care, to your primary physician or your healthcare provider. There's always the free clinics. I tell people all the time, don't worry about that insurance. Get there. Get seen. All right? Diet, health, and exercise. Exercise is really key. I don't even care if you're in a wheelchair. Do something. Try to move to the best of your ability. Keep the blood flowing. Keep things moving. Keep things circulating. And please, I beg of you guys out there, mend your family fences, your burnt bridges, your dirty do-wrongs. Just stop it. Just stop it. I was angry with this family member for over a decade. We were like peas and carrots. And I really thought I was done and had walked away from this family member. Still kept in touch. Forgiveness, divine. But as I moved on, I wished them well. But when all of this happened, I kind of sort of felt bad because I just felt really, really horrible because I didn't keep in touch with you as much as I could have. And we would talk like once a month. We used to talk like every day before we had our falling out. As every family, we all go through our things, but I'm glad we're at the point right now where this incident has actually brought us closer together because I couldn't go back to the past. I have to move forward. We're moving forward. So that brings a smile to both of our faces when I go and visit them. It's never too late to say I'm sorry. It's never too late because I was living my life every day, well, still doing my thing, going through this, going through that. But thinking about this individual, well, they're okay over here. And for this to have happened and how it happened, and by the grace of God, it's challenging, but he's just like, it's a lifestyle that you have to live with now. But that's not going to change the way I feel about you because at the end of the day, I know what God has in store for me. And I know what I have to do in regards to this person. And sometimes just being kind or a kind word, you'd be surprised what it does. Like being thankful, thanking God. It goes a long way out here, people. It really does. So on that note, I want you all, I'm going to leave you with this. I want you all to go talk to your family members. Tell them that you love them. Even if you don't. Just tell them that anyway. It's not going to come right here, right now, right away. But eventually it will. You're not going to move really far in life just being mean and nasty. Just forgive and move forward. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight in this episode. See you soon next month, first of the month, for another episode. Help me please. Brought to you by Get it done eventually. Oh my God. I Am Not the Girl, Memoirs of a Certified Nursing Assistant. My book, which is available on Amazon.com, Beckham Publishers. Thank you all so much and have a good evening. Thank you.